Hi, Joy Church. I wanted to share with you a testimony from Roma de Ann. This testimony is very dear to my heart. We have so many amazing things happening every Friday night, and we're just so thankful to God. It's hard sometimes to just process all the miraculous transformations that we're continuing to see every Friday. And it's such a blessing to be a part of them. And I'm just so thankful for all the volunteers and for everybody who takes a part of being Roman, coming and participating in Roma de Ann, either through donations or being present and giving us their time. But this one testimony is about one of the men that came in. His name is Zach. And Zach came, he sat down. You could tell he looked tired and weary. A message was given. And then after the message, I just really felt it in my heart to go and speak to Zach. I approached Zach and I started talking to him about Jesus. And he listened, and you could tell that he was really moved by God's word and the message of salvation. And not just salvation, but reconciliation with Christ. He said he had met God at an earlier age, but he had definitely walked away. And so after we talked with him and shared with him about God's love, he became extremely joyful and excited to be able to pray and receive prayer, just to be able to be prayed for, and that someone else is going to help him carry his burdens. So we prayed with Zach, and after he started to pray himself too and share, he told us about how much he missed his mother. And he had not seen his mom in 7 to 8 months. And he began to sob, and the sobbing was more like a little child that needs to be with his mom. And it just really touched our hearts. We asked him where his mom was. He said she was in Uptown Charlotte. He just had not been able to get himself to where she was. And so we actually offered to take Zach the next morning to see his mom. He actually didn't even know if she was still alive at the nursing home. And so we drove him, and my 16-year-old actually drove the car, and it was such an amazing moment to be able to see Zach see his mom. And Zach was just blown away. He kept saying that church people will take out of their time to take him, who he considered himself a stranger, to see his mother. But he was thankful. He was so thankful. He said he was so thankful for the room. He was thankful for the bed. He was thankful for the prayer. But he was mostly thankful that he was able to see his mother once again. And his mom was alive. We got there to the nursing home, and his mother was still alive, and he was able to talk to her. He used his phone, so his whole family was able to talk with her too. And it was just such a precious moment of reconciliation. His mom was smiling so big. He said, "My mama was smiling from ear to ear. You could see all her white teeth." And so overwhelmed with the blessing of what it just took to just give him a ride to see his mother. He was so overwhelmed with the blessing of being able to pray a prayer of reconciliation, where he was able to reconnect with God, which he had not been able to do. And that actually happened 2 weeks ago, but we got the blessing to see Zach a week ago. And when we saw Zach again, he was actually talking to other men, homeless, about Joy Church, and he was talking to them about what Joy Church had done for him in his personal spiritual life, but the great blessing of being able to go and see his mom. And he was just talking about the goodness of the people of Joy Church and how he was able to see God through this moment. So I wanted to share that with you all, because I think that is such a beautiful blessing and just speaks to the heart of Joy Church, the heart that we have of Jesus Christ. And that's what Jesus does, to reconcile men with him and reconcile men with family.